here. Let me set you up better over like that. Okay. How is everyone? Hello, hello. How's that working? Okay, great. Here's my board. I got my board. Okay. Hello, friends. Hey, we are just getting started. My name is Tammy, and I am in Idaho, and it's Sunday, and I'm so happy to see you all today. Went to church this morning. I've got a ton of notes, and you know how I do. I've got a ton of notes of other stuff. I have so much I want to share today, but let me know how you're doing, where you're from. If this is the first time that you've been with me live as we talk about digital marketing, being a business owner, and how to run a successful digital marketing business and everything that I've learned so far. Because, well, granted, right, if you're new, my name is Tammy. I've had 7 businesses, and none of them were very, very, very successful. Instead, I came to digital marketing hopeful. I never really gave up the hope. I was always ready to learn something new and see how I can make an impact in my family and my world, leave a legacy. And that's what I came to. I found Legacy Builders, of all the great names, and it's in digital marketing. And so that's how I come live every day, because I'm so excited to share my journey with you, share the differences between the businesses I've had and how this one is different, and to share the things I'm learning along the way. So if you've never owned a business and this is something that interests you, what is it you need to know? In fact, this is one of the questions I answered today. It's how do you start an online business? And I delve into that. I'm going to be sharing that just a little later. And today it's a little bit more about what I learned in church today. How many of you went to church this morning? It is Sunday. It's about 3 p.m. I've had my grandbaby all day. And that's what I love too about digital marketing is the flexibility. So I was able to enjoy my family time, my fellowship time this morning. And today I want to get back to the topic I had started, and it was about a quote that John Maxwell had shared. And John Maxwell said, ownership makes the difference. When you are responsible for something, don't you come to the table feeling a little bit different? You approach things differently. And that's what he wants to get up across that point, that it comes from within. How you address owning a business comes from within. And you can have step-by-step program. And I love promoting this done for you business, this online space. I came to the business I didn't even really know what digital marketing was. I'm going to get my light plug back in here. I lost some of my lighting, and there we go. Thank you, guys. How's that? A little bit better? A little bit. I'm a little bit more even. All right. So thanks for that, hanging with me. And when you hear the words ownership makes the difference. When you had to buy your own car, did you treat it a little bit differently than if your parents gave you a car? Oh, we won't even get into that. I have a horrible story about cars. Well, okay, I'll share it with you. This is me. Um, Before I started taking ownership about things or really truly believing that my decisions had an impact, before I just kind of wandered through life, whatever happens, happens, and I didn't feel like I had an impact. Well, okay, so here's the story. My parents got me a vehicle. My very first vehicle was a 70 Maverick, and I still remember because it was bright yellow, and I swore all the bees always followed me. But it always leaked oil. And my dad was not mechanically inclined. He didn't teach me a whole lot. We never worried about it. We just kept buying oil, and I knew where to put the oil in. And then the the driveway was always oil stained. And I just thought that's how life was. I didn't know that you could have a clean driveway. It never occurred to me. We didn't have that. And then they're ready to get a new vehicle for themselves. And they said, let's get Tammy one also. And I ended up with a standard Toyota pickup, nothing fancy whatsoever. Standard everything. But it got to be mine to take to college and do whatever I have to do, so they didn't have to be responsible for me. And here's the clincher. My husband still rolls his eyes when he hears this. I never changed the oil. Like I don't know, 5 years, like a long time. Never changed the oil. So I meet my husband. We have our first. Did we have our first baby? I don't think. Maybe I'm pregnant at the time. And this is when the truck finally like is dying. It's like on its last leg. And I get off the freeway. I'm commuting from LA area down to Orange County area. So it's a long haul. And my truck's acting up. And I have to pull over and get it to the shop. And the guys are like, you've got sludge in your radiator. Like, have you never like ever taken care of this truck? And this is why one reason we swear on Toyotas, because they will live forever. And yeah, no, I've never taken care of it. So they get it all cleaned up, and eventually it starts having issues again. And my husband does some type of MacGyver thing to it for the fuel line and blah, blah. We drive it into a used car lot, and we finished our commute to my parents' house in a new vehicle because it finally died. I gave it nothing. All I did was take. Granted, I didn't know any better, but two, I wasn't really interested. I wasn't invested in that because I didn't buy it, because it was a gift, because it was running fine. I never invested myself into something to make sure it was perfectly clean and pristine and everything was working well, because it was just handed to me. I'm assuming back 100 years ago, when I got that vehicle. Then comes the time when you have to buy your own vehicle. And don't you take care of it differently? It's that ownership that makes the difference. You are invested and you do things differently. So I want to tie that together with something I learned in church today. It was a study that was done, I want to say 06. I don't think I wrote it down. But the study was done about people who read their Bible. Okay, so here's the setup. They took 2,000 people, and they were in categories of people who read their Bible once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week, right? How much invested are you? And then how much change was possible? And all it had to do was reading the word. And was the person transformed from just reading the word? And it was obvious, right? People who put more into it received a lot more out of it. Their minds are transformed. Their hearts were transformed. They were doing new things that they hadn't done before, or they were kept away from habits that had a stronghold in their life, and they weren't doing those anymore. So I love connecting all these dots because this is what dawned on me. Here, let me show you. This is This is my Bible. It's a 1-year Bible. It's chronological. And the reason it's so big is it's got lots of space for you to take notes in the columns, right? But it's chronological. And guys, it is the New Living Bible. So if you're like me, right? I was raised on King James and then the NIV, New International Version, right? It felt stale. Like I could read the same words or have scripture memorized and it wasn't meaningful. It was like, you know the words to a song. You just sing the song. You never think about what it's saying. So when I got a new translation, and it's the New Living Translation. Yeah, New Living Translation. It's said in just a little bit different way that my ears hear it. My mind's receiving it. And I have kept up really well. I am to date. Well, okay, I'm not to date. I'm 3 days behind. But here we are, almost mid-October, and I have been reading the Bible since January every single day. And it dawned on me after hearing the sermon and after thinking about what John Maxwell had to say, right? Ownership makes the difference. I was putting all these pieces together and it dawned on me about the idea. When did I come to digital marketing? I heard about it in May. I joined end of May. I started June 1st. And to me, I feel like a brand new person. I have started doing things differently than I did before. I have started feeling differently, changing my mind about things. Now, like I've said, I've had 7 businesses and none of them were very successful. And here I am reading books like I did back then. I read, business books, mindset books, and they never reached me. I didn't understand what they were saying. Even the idea, how many of you have heard this? How many of you heard the idea, if you can believe it, you can achieve it? Have you ever heard that? It's like a Napoleon Hill, right? Think and grow rich. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. In fact, I just read that in the Bible, not, oh, my notes are put away, but it had to do with your faith. And nothing's impossible if you have faith. These ideas are starting to sit inside me now. And I'm starting to scratch the surface and believe these things. Now, one of the things that helped me change my mind is when I came across things that I didn't believe were possible. And all of a sudden they were possible, or my mind changed about them. So one of them is literally going live. Going live was very intimidating, very scary. Well, no kidding. I've never done it before. So my expectations and things I was anticipating, I got very anxious, very nervous about, until I started watching people that were doing it that are successful. And what did they say about it? We love going live. It's fun. Immediately, the light bulb goes off, and I am like so surprised. What do you mean it's fun? To me, when something's fun, it must be easy. It's not difficult. So obviously, it's not hard. It's enjoyable. What are you talking about? I thought it was this scary, weird thing. You're telling me it doesn't have to be? Like, that's what I mean. Like, your beliefs can change. So that's where I was. I was in the mindset of going live is hard, going live is awkward, going live is whatever. Those were my beliefs. I was telling myself. I believed those things that I was telling myself. And then when I heard and saw for my own eyes somebody else who said something differently, and they said, no, It's fun. It's a joy. I like taking the time to do that because I want to meet some people. I want to know what you're looking for. I want to know if I have the solution for what you're looking for. And how do I do that except to have a conversation, to show up and meet you where you are and explain where I was coming from and what I was looking for. And did this meet my needs? Yes. So I wanted to be there for you to do the same thing. And lo and behold, it's fun, it's enjoyable. I look forward to it. In fact, I get more excited the more I do it. Who would have thought? Not me, because my thoughts said, don't do it, protect yourself, it's too hard, it's whatever. And those were mistaken beliefs, commonly called limiting beliefs. So this is what I mean. I'm hearing the vocabulary of business people and how they say things and what they're saying, and I wasn't grasping it, and now I get it because I'm seeing it with new eyes. I feel like the change I was receiving reading through the Bible is catching up. It's being inside me and changing me every day. And the more I'm with Legacy Builders, this digital marketing program that has a mentorship and coaching and incredible business owners, right? I think we're coming up on 43,000 business owners in the community that want to participate and work with each other and do Zoom calls together and breakout rooms and brainstorm together. I'm around amazing people. And I realized today it all started in January when I was working on my head with my Bible reading, committed to something every single day. I was committed to reading. I don't know how many of you have ever read through the Bible? Just Genesis to Revelations. Have you ever tried that? Give me a 1 in the comments. Have you ever tried reading through the Bible that way? It's tough. Those reading plans, or they have reading plans, Old Testament, New Testament, right? Read a couple chapters here, a couple chapters there, and maybe a Psalms in between, right? Trying to break it up. Have you ever done that? Hey, thanks, Jackie. I appreciate you, friend. If you've ever tried it, it's a little, okay, I'm trying to drop the word hard from my vocabulary, but it was a little hard. Reading it chronologically, total game changer. So it takes the prophets and what's going on with the kings and what's going on with Israel, right? It's all, but here's the Psalm David wrote at that time that this prophet was like, really comes to life. And here now I'm in the New Testament. I'm reading through the Gospels, and the Gospels are, every story is matching side by side. Okay, it was in this gospel. It was in 2 gospels. It was in 3 gospels. All right, this story was just in 1. It was you see this chronological and you can compare and get a fuller story of it. It's really really good to read through it that way. So we're back to that whole ownership makes the difference. If I was not committed to daily reading something good, something amazing, in fact, life giving, would I be the person I am today? And here, church literally gave the study on how reading your Bible makes a difference in your life. I was like, well, yeah, check, check, I did. Yes, it made a difference. It changed my life and it brought me to a business, digital marketing with Legacy Builders. And I am just over the moon changed. I feel it. I want to be a light to the world, hope to the world, people who want extra income. Me, anybody else need extra income? Anybody else staying home? Anybody else whose husband retired? Anybody else who's failed multiple businesses? Right? We want to contribute and we want to leave a legacy for our family. You have got dreams inside you. You're looking around the world going, oh, I bet I could help fix that. Oh, I bet I can make an impact over there. But you're like, how? What do I do? What are the steps? How do I make that difference? I found hope working online 2 hours a day with my cell phone, having social media as my marketing area. It checked so many boxes for me. I was a stay-at-home. I was terrified. I'm a stay-at-home for 30 years. I was terrified to get a job outside the house because my husband said, "Oh, look at our fixed income. Look at my pension check. It's not enough." Oh dear. Oh boy. My retirement, his retirement was not what we thought it was going to be, and somebody had to go back to work. He chose to get a, "Hey friend, hey Jana, how are you? Hey girl." I decided to try another business. I wanted to work from home and to make an income. And that's when digital marketing crossed my path. Yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday here. We're having a great time over here. Just had the grandbaby. And now I get to share a little bit about my life, a little bit about my business. If you have questions about digital marketing, how I started, because I could just talk all day about mindset training. That's been the biggest help to me. Definitely. I love reading John C. Maxwell. I'm reading Grant Cardone right now. Oh, congratulations, her little baby puppy. I love it. I love having all the babies. So, what I want to share next is that, oh, that's you, Jana and Arthur. Got it. Got it. So, planting the seeds of change. Okay, so you have an idea. You have the seed of change that you are starting. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I did get started 4 months ago when, so I'm talking about planting a seed. Somebody planted the seed in my head. And this is interesting. I'd love to hear about you, Jackie. I saw on another platform $900 a day is $328,000 a year. And you can do that in digital marketing. And you can do that with your cell phone 2 hours a day using social media. And it's not an MLM. And there's no monthly fees. And you make 100% profit. And I thought that was insane. Who is putting this in my feed? I was a little offended because I thought this is ridiculous. This is malarkey. How old am I, right? So I clicked on it to see who would post something like that. And lo and behold, it's this acquaintance of mine who's an incredible businesswoman. And I said, oh, that got my attention. Somebody I trusted to be really smart with business got involved. And I said, what does she know that I don't know? I want to do what she does. I want to be successful like her. And I got to finding more information because, that headline, right? That was literally what I thought. In fact, I even put it in my profile, what the text was that caught my eye. Now, of course, we want to make extra money. And if you can make $900 a day with your cell phone, why not? Well, I didn't know what digital marketing was. And she was fairly new. And she's like, boy, I sure hope my old brain can get a hold of all this. And then that little fear got me. And I'm like, oh boy, what do we have to do? What is she nervous about? Because I'm going to get nervous about it too. And when I got the program, I got Legacy Builders. I found, because this is what my anticipation, right? I'm an artist. I could make things, I could digitize that. And that was my first thought. That was the only word I knew for digital, having a digital product. And then what's the marketing? Are you going to help me sell it with Etsy? That's what I literally thought. Oh, that's sweet, Jana. Or Jana. Do you go by Jana? My grandbaby. Her name is Jana. Jana. My I thought, are you going to help me sell this on Etsy? And lo and behold, it was way bigger than that. The education on starting a digital marketing business was huge. And I said, you know what? I love education. I homeschooled my kids. I want to know more. I want to hear all about it. So I got the larger package, mostly because, now get this. So this is me, nevertoolateincome.com. You can have 4 income streams. There's 4 income streams with Legacy Builders. And that's because there's 4 done for you digital products. And they're all e-learning programs teaching you how to do digital marketing. And it just depends on what level you want to try. So what I chose was Legacy Builders. One is because I love education and I want it all, and I want it all right now. So Legacy Builders was $900. And then they have a digital mastery that's $600. And then they have the launch pad, the daily pay launch pad for $300. Oh no, I take that back. Daily pay blueprint. Sorry, I got those mixed up. Daily pay blueprint is $300. The launch pad is $100. Well, when I came in with Legacy Builders, that meant I could sell 4 done for you products. They are all e-learning programs. And when I say programs, I literally mean it is not a course. It's not a course. So I don't know how many of you have ever taken a course that you've gotten online and it's 8 weeks, even if it's 6 months, right? That's it. You do the thing and there's no more. Where with the program I use, it comes with community. It comes with mentoring. It comes with coaching. It comes with search engines. So if you ever had a question, plug your question in. Maybe somebody before you's asked it. You can find out. Other business owners are in the community. And so you can ask them your questions and business owners respond to you. And you have education. And you have the education on how to use social media the right way. How do you Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, any of these platforms are literally explained to detail on how to be successful promoting digital products. So e-learning, this is my digital product. Now, it was done for me. I didn't create it. But when I bought the package, I had the master resale rights to all 4. But maybe you don't want that much. You just want to start, dip your toe in, whatever. You want the launch pad. It's a $29 website fee, right? So this is how you begin. This is how you begin your digital marketing business. A $29 website fee. And the website is designed for the product you bought. So if you're with the Launchpad, you get a $29 website fee. Everything's done for you. The product, the pages, the emails, everything's done for you. But this page is where people put their payment in and how you get your 100% profit back. You need this specific web page. Now, if you decide in 30 days and you want the next program, you have to pay the $29 again because it's specific to the program you bought. So I chose Legacy Builders, one, because I knew I'd probably save money overall. I have the website designed for Legacy Builders, and then my customers can choose what is it they're looking for. Do you just want to know more about social media? Maybe you have a business you want to promote. How do you do that with social media? Pick the package you want. Maybe you want to get better at social media. You're not interested in promoting the done for you products. Look, take these courses and then take that to your boss and say, we don't have a social media presence here. I have the skills now. I could be your social media person. Oh, and I want to raise. All right. This is why we say I can have $900 days. And if I have enough customers, I'm reaching the right audience. I can have this every single day. I could have it once a week, once a month, every single day, right? Now, here's the thing. Depends on how you come to the table. What was your background? What was your experience? Were you very well skilled in sales? I wasn't. I had 7 businesses, and I would say sales was my least developed skill. I love creating. I like making things. And that's why I thought, oh, will I get to learn how to sell my cute little thing? My $5 thing online. Will you show me the steps on how to do that? And yes, it can. It will show you how to have a social media presence and do it the right way. Or you could sell a high demand product. Now, the things I was making are not in high demand. It's a niche market. E-learning is high demand. People are looking for this. E-learning is $1 billion business, and in 3 years, it will be $1 trillion business. See what I'm saying? That's high demand. It's growing. So would you rather promote a done-for-you product that's in high demand or your cute little $9 thing? How many of those do you have to sell? Or can you sell to somebody who's ready to start a business and learn the skills to make $900 a day? And this is what's beauty. This is the beauty part. It's proven. It's already proven people are doing it right now. In the community, we have 6-figure earners. They are making $900 days, $600 days, $300 days. There's $1 million earners in our community. Now, they've been doing it longer than I have. They have different skills that I have. I'm still developing my skills. And I know I am growing every day. And how do I know that? Because my mind has been changed. My mind has been renewed about communicating, about sharing, about getting excited about social media. Yeah, I had a bit of an attitude about TikTok. And then somebody said, you know what? That's a really growing platform. And my next thought was, well, I didn't want my friends and family to know about this. I'm going to do something new. So I came to TikTok. Oh gosh, if it's the 13th, I'm coming up on my 4-month anniversary with TikTok. And wow, it's been so cool. I'm doing things I've never done before. I've learned some new skills and I'm getting consistent. I have been consistent for quite a while. I have been doing TikTok and YouTube lives for a month now. It gets easier with time and you get better with time. So it depends on what you come to the table, right? If you're saying $900 a day, working 2 hours a day sounds like a bunch of hooey. I get that. I was there. I get that. I was shocked and amazed until I got like behind the curtain and I saw the possibilities. That's when I jumped in, both feet. I got a domain name. That's where, nevertoolateincome.com. That's my domain name. And so let me show you. This is what you get for your money. Now, the domain name, I don't want to leave you thinking everything's free. This is a one-time cost. This is a one-time cost. That's it. It's an investment. There's no monthly fees. For me to have my domain name was about $12. And sometimes they're on sale. So at GoDaddy, you might find a sale. You could do it that way. But this is annual. $1 a month. I get this name. And then there was my business email. I have a business email. Nevertoolateincome.com. $12 a year, right? So this was one time. This was one time. Unless you upgrade, right? Then you might need another website fee. And then these are annual. See what I mean? That's why we come to social media, because it's free. How awesome of a time do we live in that we get to use social media for our businesses and they're free? It's no fees. That's what's so cool. All right. So I wanted to show you what you were getting. Let me start you up again. This is right here. When you go to nevertoolateincome.com, you're going to see John and Marge. That's John and Marge. Aren't they cute? John and Marge will help you get more information. You have to put your email in, and then you get my business email back to you. And it's directly from me. It's not one of those do not reply emails. You will hear from me. So if you have something you need to ask, you don't want to do it online, you can email me. Just reply to that email and get that back. And then this is included, these pages. You get an email back from me and it looks like this. And these video and the links and the description, you're going to get a 6-figure blueprint. This blueprint on how to have a digital marketing business that makes 6 figures. You're going to have that guide. It'll show you exactly what you have to do. But then you have to learn the skills, but then you have to actually do it. You have to show consistency. You have to show up and get better and better every day. That's the catch. If there's any catch, right? This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not anything like that. You have to put in the work. You have to show up. You have to be coachable. If you want more information, then you go to this page, you click, yes, I want more information. And then here's a little graphic, right? The Legacy Builders is here. The Digital Mastery, the Daily Paid Blueprint, Launchpad. These are the products. E-learning. And you just start digging in. So this is, I was telling you that there's community. This is free. This comes with the program, this community of 42,000 people in the community. And then there's classrooms. When I said that there's education for whatever platform you bought, this is bonus. This is extra stuff. So they have a get started right here. Where to begin, how to get started right here. You click on that and you work through that. There's a 90-day sprint. You can watch the mentoring. They're new every week. Then there's the replays. You can go back and watch something hour after hour after hour. You can binge watch all the mentoring and mindset training that's available. It's fantastic, right? Tech calls. There's 3 tech calls every single week. If you're not a techie person and the copy and paste is just even that's over your head, you're wondering, what did I mess up? Can somebody help me? I have a question. A live Zoom call for you to get your questions answered. Avail it right there. All the social media training is right here. Doesn't matter which program you got. The social media training is always available for you at any level of what you come in at. That's fine. That's so this is your education. These are the education. So I have Legacy Builders. I haven't even finished all the lessons. I want to take a look today. Let's see what I have. Where do I see how many? Six figures in 6 months training. Like all this, it's really cool. I'm going to look at my products again. I'm trying to remember where I saw it because one time I was talking and I saw that there were 117 lessons. See all the video courses available, how to set up, how to do whatever, right? So I was in here, and there was 117 lessons. And then the next time I logged in, there was 121. This is not a course. This is available all the time. And it's continually being added to. It's new information is coming to you all the time. I mean, it's powerful. It's really powerful. So that's something that I really found fascinating with Legacy Builders, with digital marketing. From the other businesses I've had, there's no comparison. I've had businesses where it's tons of energy, tons of money. When I said there's no monthly fees, she is giving us an opportunity to build a business, build a brand for free. And she shows you how to do that step by step. Wow. There's courses on Canva. If you want to make those great graphics to cover your videos with, it's just in there. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Gustoge? Let me see if I'm reading that right. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. That's what we're talking about, guys, right? Us digital marketers with Legacy Builders are just eating this stuff up. And we're on fire because there's no other business like this. I used to sell stuff on eBay. This is just a comparison. I loved old books. I love to sell something, right? So I want to sell on eBay. You got to take the photos and you got to write the description and you got to be very specific on your product. And then the shipping, you better know all of that. And all this stuff, right? You are responsible for that. And then eBay takes this fee and that fee and this fee and that fee. And what are you left with? Versus $900 days. Here's the other difference. If I have all the books are sitting in my living room, right? I've got tons of stuff. If we ever left, took a vacation, whatever, like I'm not available to do the business, I have to put my account on hold. I can't sell anything because I'm not there to ship it. I want to get a really high rating and score. So I want to, when I see that sale and I want to get it out as fast as possible to get a great star on my name, that was so much pressure. Now I have a business that's no fees. It's a done for you product. It's, guys, there's a list a mile long. All right. So it's done for you product. right? Done for you product. There's no monthly fees. 100% profit, right? 4 income streams, no monthly fees. Oh, thank you. So what else? The mentoring and coaching. And here's what else is cool. So in the next few days, we are launching another 90-day, kind of a quick start. I worked in the last 90 days, and what I found fascinating was that our millionaire mentor will put out information every single day. It could be a tip, it could be a new way of doing things, something edifying you, something, right? So every day you are getting this bite-sized piece on how to improve your business. And maybe you're working a lot over here and you forgot this. And so now you're going to add this into how you're doing your business. I've learned so much in those last 90 days. One of them was Chat GBT. Wow. Powerful tool. Powerful tool. So that mentoring is worth tons. People who have had the experience, people who have tried it first and then come and tell you, look at what I found, look what I discovered. And then we have 6-figure income earners sharing that as well. You know, I'm going to stick that up here. This is 100% profit. And these are your selling points. You find the program that's right for you. It's a step-by-step program. You don't have to know it all. You don't even have to be techie. If you can follow steps, instructions, that's why they call it a blueprint. If you're going to build a house, if you're going to build anything, put furniture together, right? Can you follow the steps? Or do you want to just go your own way? And your furniture doesn't come out right and your house doesn't come out right because you didn't follow the steps. What are you complaining about? The person who made it and proved that it's possible is giving you every detail you need. You better follow those steps or get coachable. Be coachable to start changing your mind. And that's where the mentoring and the coaching comes in. And we started today talking about ownership makes the difference. If I believe as a business owner that I can do this, I'm going to show up to the table a little differently. I'm going to start doing things, believing in the person who's gone before me and trusting that they're telling you the truth. One, but I don't think that's really an issue because once you're in the program and you see those 42,000 people and they're proving it every day that this business works. And the reason I haven't finished all of the Legacy Builders information is because it's also designed for people who want to create their own. You have a product idea. You have a digital product idea. How do you bring it to the market? How do you have the sales funnels? How do you collect the emails? How do you have those landing pages? What do you want them to say? How do you set that up? They have a course for that too. And I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I want to keep continuing working on myself and getting myself into a 6-figure mindset. Because I'm not there yet. Because my life, your life, you are a product of every decision you've made up until this point. Good or bad or what, whatever. All those choices, the job choices, the things you said yes to, the things you said no to brought you to this point. And if you are not a six-figure earner or a millionaire in your bank account, like, then you didn't do what those people did. You don't have those skills or you would be there already. That's why, again, I want to say for the 100th time, ownership makes the difference. You have to take responsibility for saying, what I didn't get me where I wanted to go. And I have a goal. I have a plan. I want to be six figures. This is me. I want to be out of debt. And it's six figures. I want to be out of debt. It's on my home mortgage. I want to be out of debt. And guys, I'm looking at 60 years of mortgage. I'm going to be 86 by the time this house is paid off. And I'm done. I don't want that anymore. Things happen, right? You make your financial decisions and then you live with the consequences. But if I did something different, would I achieve a different result? So I want to learn the skills that six-figure earners are doing. And it is so much mindset. It's so much believing that I can do things. I mean, here's an example. This is just a baby example of the things I've had to change my mind about. I thought emails were yucky. How many of you have ever thought emails are yucky, right? Give me a 1 in the comments, right? You get hundreds of them all the time. And all you do is delete and delete and delete and delete. Oh, you hate to miss a day because then you've got the 200 emails you have to delete all the time. Do you understand? Have you been there? When I heard my mentor say, emails are good, you want to help your email list. You want to collect your own email list because it's a great thing. It's a gift. If somebody trusts you with their email, you've been given a gift. And she said, how many of you have tons of emails, right? And all you do, you're delete, but you didn't unsubscribe. I thought, wow, she's right. I didn't unsubscribe because that email was valuable. I want to know when my oil change, Ramsey, come here. I want to know when my oil change coupon's going to come up. And I've been in line at the oil change store on my phone. Oh, where's that email? Okay, go check in the trash. Oh, where's that email? I'm getting up closer in line. I've got to find it, right? You're looking for that coupon. You're looking for that sale. You're looking for whatever, right? You got to know, when do I get that free donut that I signed up for last year? These emails are valuable to you, or you would have unsubscribed. That's why they're golden. That's why they're good. Now, yeah, I get emails every day, maybe twice a day from some people for some products. But I don't unsubscribe because what if the holidays, I want to know what their specials are. I want to know, they're valuable. So that's just, to me, it seems like a silly thing because I had a mindset. I had a negative belief about email, and now I've changed my mind. That's just one example of the growth, the changes in me, that I'm allowing my mind to let go of things that aren't serving me and becoming a better person and doing new things to grow my business and to help my customers. That's powerful. That's where I'm at. So guys, I have been with you coming up on an hour, and I just want to thank you for all hanging with me. I appreciate you so much. I go live every day, And if you want to see any of my past lives, you can go to my YouTube page, visit me there, and you can watch any of my other lives, listen to what I've shared on them. But this is me, nevertoolateincome.com. Put your email in. I'd love to chat with you there. You can get more information on Legacy Builders. I hope I've gotten you a little bit curious about what the business is about, and I want to coach you and to help you have a successful business. Right? This is just the tip of the iceberg. I want to give you more, and the program will give you that. So let me know. Email me. Let me know where you're at and what I can do for you. And I appreciate you all for hanging with me. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Trip, for hanging with me. And for the people who ask questions, I love that. So I will catch you tomorrow, 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. I am here, and I will see you soon. All right. Have a great day. And thank you to my YouTube channel. You're always such a pleasure. I love hanging with you. And go ahead and comment in the video. What is something that you're looking for? How do you want to see your life change? And do you really believe that ownership makes a difference? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. So you guys have a great Sunday. I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging with me.